Good evening, Philippines. Good evening, traders. This is, let me see, today is Wednesday, November 11th. And before I begin, let me get my chart up here since we don't see anything here. There we go. And good evening, Philippines. Good evening, traders. This is, let me see, today is Wednesday, November 11th. And before, so right now, I just don't want any feedback on there. That's what I was getting. So let's look at this chart. Uh, but before I go on, here is the disclaimer. Any comments made during this live webinar should not be basically live webinar is strictly for educational purposes only. It's not basically how can I start this over again? um, basically, it does not indicate. I do not. Maybe there's a disclaimer. So any comments made during this live webinar should not be taken as an order to enter trades, nor should it be considered as trading advice. This live webinar is strictly for educational purposes only to illustrate how we trade the legacy strategy that I teach my students. The legacy strategy's past performance is not indicative of future results. Once again, this live webinar is strictly for educational purposes only. I'm also must disclose that I am not a professional nor licensed trading advisor. I am a retail trader like everyone else. So with that said, let's look at the chart here that I have. This is the more of the 15-minute chart. And basically I can see more of the overview, more zoomed out view of what's going on. We are technically in an upward trend, basically long term right now. Is long term upward. That's the upward trend. But what we call the intermediate, or now it's most likely it's trying. It hit the should I say the pullback. As you can see, these red lines. This is the Fibonacci pullback. So now it hit the bottom of that. Now looks like we're trying to go back up. I have this rectangle here. The past few, I think, 2 days here, it just basically in a range. There's the range box, and we're kind of breaking out of that box, right? So it looks like we're on our way up, but we shall see. Um, Again, with this moving average here, the 52 moving average, we are above that. So most likely we have a uptrend as of now. Okay. But if we're looking at more of the zoomed in look, I'd rather be looking at this right here. So this is the RTH that's not developed yet. So let's look at this. This is more of the VWAP and everything. So anyways, we hit the, as you can see during the overnight session, we basically was, yeah, in fact, I'll bring it to you here. This is better. During the overnight session, this is the whole thing here. We were an uptrend right here from here all the way up there. So we're going basically uptrend during the overnight session. And so therefore, if you look at this, we are more, the VWAP is right here, this right here. So we're above that VWAP. But if you look more into the other RTH chart, which is regular trading hours chart with the two VWAPs, this is what it looks like. There's the VWAP here, the morning session or the intraday, and this is the other electronic trading hour VWAP. And you can see they're fairly close together, but the price is between right now. So it's going to try to bounce between these two and eventually either break up or break down. Okay. As you can see, like I said, this is the pullback. So if we already hit that profit zone, I have to draw another Fibonacci since we hit the profit target, or we hit the target extension on that. So it's going to be looking like this. We draw this out so we can have a new Fibonacci levels. It's going to be right here because it at yep. And I can get rid of the old one here. So now there's our pullback, and that's where we're at right now, as you can see. And see it's breaking up, so we'll see what's going to happen here. Let's go look at the other. This is what we call the ETH chart, which is this one. Let me also draw this new one here, the new fibs. So we already met we hit the target of that first one. So now we're going to draw the second one, which is going to be right here. So let me draw that first so we know what we're talking about in terms of, and that's where we are. It pulled back, and that's where we're at. Here is the VWAP for the ETH overnight. And so you see that now. If we look at this more on the 15-minute, we're really we're looking for a buy basically. So maybe that's what we're going to be looking at now. I'll be trading hopefully 3 contracts here, I think. Let me see if I can find it here. Yep, there we are. So let me get everything straightened out here in terms of what I see. I want to make sure everything is here. Yep, okay. And 3 contracts. There we go. I did some overnight trading, made 470, so we'll see how that plays now. I'm hopefully trying to add on it, so we'll see. So here we are. We shall see what's going on here. So I'm gonna put this on. I don't know about mute, but we shall see what's going to be going on. So my goal is, since I'm trading 3 contracts, is between 300 to 500. That's all I'm going to be looking for. Okay. So it looks like we're looking for a buy here. Oops, wrong one. I pressed the wrong one.
Order submitted.
It's going to load the. Ah, you know what? I'm not all the way to my regular. There we are. I was wondering why it was going up. Okay, there we are.
Order filled. Target filled. Target filled.
Okay, we'll see how much that was right here. So basically that's 400. We're pretty much done. Let me see here. I have my commissions on there. So this are on over 300. Let me see here. I'm trying to find out the net. Hold on a minute, and I will get the net here. So it's $9 is the net. No, I'm sorry, 9. That's 1350. It's 450 each. So it'd be 450, 450, 450. So basically, my net is, I can find my calculator here, which I can't. I thought I had one there, but I guess not. So it's 450 each leg or each contract times 3. So it's 1350 minus 450. That's basically my net, or 400 minus 400. So it's 386. So again, my goal is between 3 to 500, and that's what it is. So I'm pretty much done. I don't want to give back anymore what I've already made. I just wanted to make sure that show you how fast we can make at least four. That was 400, right? 400 within 946 to 948. So we're talking about less than 10 minutes, less than 5 minutes. Usually I always tell my students you can make within 1 hour. You can easily make between, depending on how many contracts you're trading. If you trade one contract, we're looking between 100 to 300. One contract. If you can do that consistently every day in less than 1 hour, then what would you think about that? Especially in the here in the Philippines, if you can make 100 between $50 to $100 a day consistently, on a part-time basis, you don't want to quit your job. In fact, I always tell my students you can diversify. Some people are trading forex, but this is the fastest way to basically generate some nice supplemental income until you build your account. Okay. So with that said, again, if we're looking at this, it's going to be testing this. Now, if I'm going to look at this, let me see here. I'm trying to get the other chart. This one right here. See, it's not really developed yet. That's what we're looking at right now. So now we are above the 2 VWAP. So we're looking basically for long. This will try to test this VWAP down here. We shall see. But it looks like no. So this would be another good trade here. Right, but I don't want to risk it. Like I said, it's going to test this VWAP here. It already hit the high here for the day, for the session, not the day, but for the session. So if you're looking at this, when it hits those highs, you want to see it might come back. So see how long those bars are. In fact, now they've increased. So those are very what we call erratic bars. When we look at those size, that's basically how many points is that? 63 to around 2.2 bars. That's a lot. So like I said, I'm gonna end it for this evening. Let me see here. This mostly is going to go up, but I don't want to take that risk. You can see how erratic that movements are. That's why I don't want to do any more trades. As long as I got that one, that was good enough for me. So now we're up 870 for the day. Yeah. See, now it's kind of ranging here, and just don't want to give it back. Okay, so with that said, I'm going to end it now. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday, and hopefully our session will go just as quickly. Just want to prove that you can make, again, my goal is 3 contracts between 300 to 500, and we actually did that. Okay, talk to you guys tomorrow. Take care, and we're going through a typhoon that's sitting here currently. It's kind of windy outside, so stay safe. Hopefully this typhoon will blow over, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Okay, God bless.